Wow, Gemini, where do I begin? I'm receiving so many messages from you, for you. It is from you. It's from your higher self for you to consider and to take in so that you can access the truth of what your soul is saying to you right now in this moment, okay? As I was driving to the grocery store, I was listening to Chelsea Wolfe, singer, and the song Whispers in the Echo Chamber came on. And there was one particular line that she was singing, and right after she sang it, I heard Gemini. And the line, I pulled up the lyrics, the line is, where is it? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong song because another song came up. Hold on. It is, you only knew the one I've been. I've shed 1,000 skins since then. A curse upon the monster of more. That shit does not define me anymore. Okay, so I feel like you've shed a lot of skins. You've had a lot of transformations. And something that characterized you in the past no longer characterizes you. Or perhaps it's a past relationship that really anchored your sense of being or your sense of identity or your sense of direction or even just your feelings no longer defines you. Could be a relationship, like I said, or maybe it's a job situation, or maybe it's a trauma, but something no longer defines you. It's like you're seeing yourself through brand new eyes. And you have been through some kind of massive transformation. I'm hearing brutal, so for some of you, it could have been brutal. Now, with all the signs, I've been pulling out 2 cards from Kim Cran's Alchemy deck to see what 2 forces are coming together for you right now. What are the forces? How are they combining? And what will manifest out of those 2 sources and forces coming together? And so I got the cards out here, and I've been trying to leave that manifestation flipped over until the end of the reading so we can look at it together, but it showed itself to me. So Spirit must want me to talk to you about it right now. So I looked up in the book before I turned on the camera what these cards are all about. I wrote down some notes, and then I also started channeling some messages as I was writing. So I'm going to go through some of this with you, and then we'll get into the tarot and open it up and see what Spirit is talking about. If this is not your style, if you don't like what I'm doing here, or the way I'm flowing, the way I'm working with intuition, my intuition and the energy, then that's okay. It's just not your channel. I'm just not the right source of information for you. Okay, let's see, Gemini. We have the number 24, 47, 10, and 32. These could be ages of significance in your life. 24 could be a date, or there could be something in 24 days. Okay, 10 months as well. So the 2 forces I got here are Raven's Head and Pluto. Oh boy, Gemini, are you ready? This is massive transformation. This card, the Raven card, speaks about being chosen by the Raven archetype to undergo a massive transformation for your spiritual evolution and growth, and you've been chosen because you're up for the task and you're wise enough to know the value of this transformation and what it's gifting you. Pluto is an energy, a planet that emits energies also of transformation. Pluto can often be about power struggles and control, and in the book, she writes that this card represents the underworld, and that when it shows itself, anything that's kind of been in the shadows or in the dark or has been in transformation and transition, the feelings around that begin to get amplified. And this is to push you towards growth. So this looks intense, and I don't know how it's feeling for you. Some of you know I have a Gemini moon, Gemini North Node, and I've been having some really intense experiences that have been lifting the veil for me around certain things that I've been not wanting to look at. So this might be something you're experiencing too. This is not a gentle whisper in your ear. It's saying, Gemini, it's time for a beautiful change. This is like, wake the hell up. Wake up, Gemini, stay alert, do not get distracted, and acknowledge what's been going around what's been going around. Acknowledge what's been going around, the energies in a certain group situation, or maybe just in the collective, what's been going around. There's things happening in your day-to-day life that you really need to pay attention to. Nothing is a coincidence, especially not at this time. Everything is a symbol, especially some of the trials and tribulations and the weird and wonky things that you might be coming across. This is part of the transformation process. So I also, when I was writing down notes for the Pluto card, I heard serenity prayer. And so the serenity prayer is to accept the things that you cannot change and to change the things that you can, and to know the difference between the two. So perhaps you need to accept something that is not changing, can't change, 555, and change the things you can. And sometimes it is hard to know the difference between the two. Sometimes our ego really thinks we can change things that we can't, or really wants to. Okay? But what can change is the way that you perceive your situation, the way that you perceive the world, and how you perceive some of the transformations that are coming up for you. I also heard the name Jennifer. That's very specific. If that's not your name, don't be like, this message is not for me. I was really flowing with it, Andy, and now it's not for me. No, it is for you still. It's just an extra thing that Spirit throws in to get someone's attention, like these random things. It's somebody's out there and Spirit's like, hello, we need you to listen to this. Same with the numbers. Okay, so the last card that I got, what is going to manifest when Raven's head, Raven energy, and Pluto come crashing together is smoke. I have to say, I know this energy is thick and it looks like, it's intense. It's in your face. But I have to say, I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. I like this a lot. And I hope that you find that energy too in whatever it is that you're going through or whatever's coming up at this time. Some of you might be on the other side of this and you're already celebrating. Okay? Time is fluid, so I don't know where everybody is on this timeline. But this card, smoke, it is a card of a warning. It's a warning card saying there's some kind of illusion, something smoky. You can't see something clearly. And when we have smoke, for example, in our homes, the smoke alarm goes off to tell us that there could be a fire. And Spirit is saying there could be a fire. And I don't know exactly what Spirit is saying with that. It seems like there are people running because they're scared of a fire when they see smoke. This is a metaphor, right? So people in your life are maybe running away, or they're panic stricken, or I don't know, they're kind of falling asleep in some sense. They're unconscious at some level. And I feel like Spirit is saying it doesn't matter what other people's reactions are to the smoke, to this haziness, to this unclear vibe or energy that you're moving through, or maybe that you're witnessing. What matters is that you discover for yourself where the fire is. Now, as soon as I saw this card, I heard the song by Deep Purple, Smoke on Water. So Deep Purple might actually be a color that is resonating with you right now. But that song, Smoke on Water, the rest of it is smoke on water, fire in the sky. So there's some kind of fire. And I feel like sky is a metaphor here for your awakening, you're leveling up on some level. You're leveling up on some level. Yeah. All right. Gemini, was there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Someone just commented, you can't get caught up in the fantasy of things. So I don't know who said that on what video, but I just got the notification. And I feel like this is part of your message, since there is this warning about an illusion, and to stay in the present moment and to not go back and try to change things. So don't get stuck on some kind of fantasy. Gemini, your mind is amazing, but you can have a tendency to set up little I'm hearing Minecrafts. Interesting. In your mind. Okay. What's that about? Let's begin. Let's begin. Oh, let me get my spread out that I made for this reading. The energy. Oh yeah, I also got something about things coming into order, and because I was just about to say that I feel like everything is chaotic here, but I got something about order is about to happen. Order is going to be brought back into your life. Okay? So let's get it. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. I'm going to use this deck Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms for you. And let's have a look and see what's happening. I feel like I really want to show you this. I don't know how I can do that. Let me see. I really feel like you need a good look at this. Do you see that? Oh, let me just see if I can lift the whole. Something about these cards and this energy. Okay, Spirit's like, time's up for that. Okay, let's get into the cards. Thank you guys for your patience and for allowing me to work with the energy in the way I do. I love you guys so much. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Andy. Okay, this is my passion. I'm hearing, and this is my project. Maybe you have a passionate project that you're working on right now, Gemini, and you just have to do things your way, you know? What other way is there to do it but your way? Really? Okay, so why is this all happening here for Gemini? The Empress. You're learning the lessons of the four queens. So the Empress embodies all four queens: Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups. And each of those queens goes through difficult lessons in order to master her element, master her craft. And once she has mastered her craft, she moves on to the next element, that queen energy, moves from the cups to the swords, to the pentacles, and so forth. And then when everything is said and done, all those skins have been shed, the queen energy turns into the Empress. And that's what's happening with you, Gemini, regardless of your gender. You're moving into Empress energy, so you have to know some things to become the Empress. Some tough lessons, some transformations have to take place. And I feel like there is something elemental going on here, like the smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Yeah, so we have we're missing the earth element there, right? We have air, the sky, fire, and water. And smoke is kind of the energy that's moving through those elements, as like maybe smoke is representing spirit here. But we're missing the earth in that song. So perhaps you need to get some order going in your daily life or in the earthly realms around finances or grounding yourself in some way. Now, Earth, the suits, they do have an order to them. Wands, cups, swords, and then it is pentacles. So the earth element in the tarot is kind of the culmination of all of the elements. That's why we have a pentacle with four, yes, it has four sides plus spirit. So five-sided, five-pointed pentacle, all of the elements and spirit. Right, so this is interesting. So this is about mastery of the last point on the star. Looking at the lyrics here, and I'm reading, cut through cords, cut ties to yours, undone, cut through cords, cut ties to yours. Maybe you need to cut ties with something on the earthly plane in the 3D material world. I love this line too. She says, become my own fantasy. Ooh, interesting. Become my own fantasy. Twist the old self into poetry. Yeah, you can't get caught up in fantasy of things. Nemo Strong said that. So Spirit is saying you have a fantasy of this new you that you are. You've turned yourself into poetry. Holy shit, we're at 15:15 already? Okay. You've turned yourself, which is the devil card, which is earth again, grounding. But you've turned yourself into this beautiful poem in your mind, this fantasy of who you are now, or maybe in your future self. And Spirit wants you to make that happen in reality. And that's why, yes, that's why these transformations are coming in, to turn that fantasy into a reality for you. You have a vision of who you want to be, or what things mean to you now, and the Empress. So now it's time, and some things have to happen in order for that reality to manifest. This version of you. Okay, Gemini. So what impact is all of this having on you right now in the current moment? The World. It came up upside down, but I feel like that doesn't mean it's reversed energy. I feel like it's literally things feel kind of upside down. They could actually feel like they're in motion, like things are upside down and then right side up, and then there's this, and now we're good, and then we're not. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm seeing a washing machine on spin cycle. Okay, maybe that's how you feel, or your emotions. But you're about to walk through this beautiful portal, the fire in the sky right here, and see that your transformation as the phoenix that you are, Gemini, is now complete. So that alchemical process of transmuting has ended. So perhaps that's what Spirit's talking about. They want you to look for the fire so that you realize the fire has already done the work it needs to do. And all that's left is smoke now and ash. You've already risen from the ashes. You've already purified yourself in fire, metaphorically, okay, through passion, through spirit. I'm hearing spiritus, okay? You've done that hard work. So things are coming full circle here for you in a beautiful way, closing out. This is a big closure point here. And it's because of your hard work. And this is like a last little push, kind of. But it's also like a reveal. It's like Spirit's showing you how... Well, it's how powerful you are, but it's more like what starts to happen around you. It's like undeniable that you have a connection to the spirit realm, because all of these things are just too synchronistic. They're just too symbolic. There's no denying that there's a message here for you. You know, and Spirit wants you to know that there is no denying your connection to Spirit, to your higher self, to source consciousness. You know, some people ask me, well, you say Spirit, what do you mean by Spirit? Well, what I mean by Spirit is your higher mind, your higher self, your soul, your connection to others, the energy that flows between us, collective unconscious, and the unseen realms that we are not aware of. You know, Spirit is like the divine. It's like source energy. It's everything. It's in everything. So when I say that Spirit sees you and Spirit wants to tell you this, it's your higher self, it's your soul that wants to tell you these things, and it's also all the energy that's moving through the universe. Okay, Gemini? So let's see, what is the challenge you will face as a result of this? I mean, Pluto comes with challenges, there's no doubt about it. I have Pluto on my rising. I have a lot of stuff. I have my moon in Gemini's in the 8th house. And I've gone through my fair share of Pluto transformations, which are typically rough, okay? But when you come out the other side, you are a deeper version of yourself than you were before. Seven of Pentacles and the Queen, or sorry, no Queens yet. Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. 7, 7. The challenge. There's something here that you're still on guard with, okay? You're putting some kind of energy into defending yourself or standing your ground or, really battling your way through some situation. Because you've had to do that in the past to get to where you are. You've had to kind of, I'm hearing stiff upper lip, put your shoulders back, put your eyebrows up, that whole thing, like, no, this is how I feel about this. And how Gemini is when they get like that. That's, I love that about you, but that's how you've had to be, like, this is just how it is. And now I feel like you don't need to really do that anymore. You need to move away from that energy because you've shed that skin, Your energy needs to be reclaimed, taken back from that. It's almost like a posturing, I have to say. There's some kind of posturing going on here. It's like, no shame. It's absolutely no shame. But it's like you need to take your energy back from doing that to protect yourself. You were doing it. And put it towards this new version of yourself that you're bringing into, I'm hearing into the wild, into reality, into the wild, okay? I feel like you're really going to start feeling like yourself more than you ever have. Okay. How can you thrive in this energy, Gemini? We have the Two of Wands. This is Spirit saying, stay awake. Don't be distracted. Recognize the path that is unfolding before you. Know that cause and effect is a law of the universe that is in full force, meaning that every decision you make has a consequence. Every thought you have has an effect in reality. It shapes our reality. So Spirit is saying, remember that. Stay conscious of the things that are happening around you, and also other people's reaction to your transformation. You don't need to engage with everyone just because they want to engage with you. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to know about yourself? The Emperor, the Empress and the Emperor. Wow. So you've already mastered the Emperor energy, Gemini. And now you're coming into Empress. This is big. This is a integration of your feminine and masculine aspects, that creative, abundant, I'm hearing beautiful part of you with the part of you that is active, protective, strategic, planning. So this is a perfect union between right brain and left brain, your creativity, your imagination, your intuition, your guidance that you give to others, with structure, with boundaries, with rules and consequences. Okay, this is having a plan as well, bringing order. Yes, more order, exactly. You're bringing more order in, or you're bringing more order in. And that order was needed. Some discipline, regimen, or maybe boundaries in some sense, but it's like you need, or I don't know where you are, okay? So this is either coming up or you've already done it, but it's like you need to put some things in order so that the feminine aspect, the Empress, can feel safe enough to create what she wants to create without having to worry about all this other stuff and enemies behind the front lines. I'm hearing the enemies behind the front lines, or shady ass friends, or partners who are lying, cheating, and stealing, all this stuff. Family members who are not really there for you, and on and on and on. the feminine aspect, the Empress, cannot really create, not really, in that atmosphere when all her energy is being put towards protection. She needs the Emperor to help her. And this isn't about gender. This is just about another law of the universe, that everything has divine and feminine, masculine aspects. Okay, so you've conquered the Emperor energy. Awesome. So let's see what the outcome is going to be in the next 3 months. I am going to go into an extended, and in the extended, we'll go a layer deeper. I'm excited to do it. I love this energy that you're in, Gemini. I feel like you're up for this. That's why you've been chosen for this transformation. You chose yourself, by the way. Okay, so let's see. And then I'm reading the line here. I thought I had to swallow them before they swallowed me. And I'm seeing this pearl in the raven's mouth. But you only know the one I've been. And then it goes into the I've shed 1,000 skins since then. I feel like, and the line before that is talking about being surrounded by ghosts. I feel like there are some apparitions around you that you could sage out. Maybe literally. Take it as a message if it resonates. But, you know, ghosts of the past, haunting memories or feelings, clear those out. The Hangman. Ooh, deep wisdom. This is Pisces energy. This is making some kind of sacrifice in your life. Saying goodbye to some things, people, or maybe places, so that you can have a new perspective on life. And I'm seeing this beautiful lantern here, and there's a message about not being scared of the fire anymore, knowing that you can actually contain it. You can put it in your lantern as a way to lead you and guide you forward, to light the way. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. The extended's in the description box. I don't know if I said that. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.